In the last video, link in the description, we took our very first look at the table method as it pertains to a simple chemistry problem. We had two known pieces of information, and we began with the 1.5 grams per cubic centimeter. So would the problem turn out differently if we started with 3.2 cubic centimeters? Well, it turns out no. The units still cancel the way we want them to, and we are left with grams. But is there a situation when the number you start with does matter? Let's look at a different problem. To stay consistent, we'll stick with chemistry. How many moles are in 8.0 grams of oxygen? We write down what we know. We write down what we don't know. Now we use the periodic table to get one last crucial piece of information, the atomic weight of oxygen. This tells us how many grams per mole there are for oxygen. So again, we have two pieces of information to start with. Now last time, we started with the number that had derived units, 1.5 grams per cubic centimeter. Let's do that here with 16.0 grams per mole. In order for the grams to cancel out, we need to put the 8.0 grams on the bottom. Solving this, we get 2.0 per mole. What the heck does that mean? Well, it means that the units we wanted have ended up on the bottom of the fraction instead of on the top. So now what do? Well, we can flip the table, which is like starting with the 8.0 grams in the first place. This is easy enough to do because the problem is so simple. In reality though, the tables that we use can be much larger, and this could be very inconvenient and lead to mistakes in re-inputting the numbers. So instead, we again look to a property of fractions. Essentially, we want to find the reciprocal of the fraction. In other words, we want to flip it around so that the numerator becomes the denominator and the denominator becomes the numerator. And to do this, all we have to do is raise it to the power of -1. By taking the fraction 2.0 per mole and raising it to the power of -1, we get 0.50 moles. And that is the correct answer. Even though we started with the, quote, wrong number, the table method allows us to see that the answer is inverted. So stay tuned for more videos implementing the table method. Next, I want to work a little more complicated problem so that we can really see the table method in action. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video. To further distill your mind, click the subscribe button. To keep these videos coming, be a master distiller and become a patron. Stay curious, people.
Created using Powtoon.